Now, I said we were off to Austria, and that's because at the time I was learning German, and there was only two of us doing A-level German in between two sixth forms, right? We had two sixth forms, one in Polesworth, one in Atherstone. Shout out for them. And myself and this girl Jo were learning German, and we were offered the opportunity to have an exchange student come to visit us, and then we'd go over to Austria and visit our respective partners. Anyway, the first one to come over was Joe's exchange student, a girl, obviously. She's a girl, and therefore I got to meet her quite early on, and we were at that age where we had wheels, and we were going into Ashby de la Zouch. Sounds very exciting, doesn't it? It's just a small town, really, with one discotheque, club. Crikey, discotheque, that's really old. And we all got in a car, went to this club with this young girl from Austria. Now, this young girl from Austria she looked about 25. I think I was 17 at the time. And she was, and there's a running theme through all of these stories I'm telling you. It's just hilarious when I think back upon my teen years, yeah. But she was gorgeous, and she was different and everything. And we got to this club, and anyway, I think we got our drinks and went to where the dance floor was, and we were standing there, and all of a sudden she went out onto the dance floor. This Austrian girl went onto the dance floor by herself with this whatever song came on, and she went berserk. I think that there is a reservedness about British people, and even in the way that we dance. And this girl was just going crazy, letting herself hair down, going crazy with this music and dancing the way she was dancing. And there was hardly anyone on the dance floor, so she was literally the centre of attention. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how embarrassing. And then I saw all of a sudden she got all this attention from these blokes, and I'm thinking, the male ego comes out and the competitiveness goes on. I'm thinking, well, I'll better get on there. And from 1 minute going from she was embarrassing 1 minute, and me kind of just, strutting my stuff, trying to gain her attention. It was hilarious. But the funniest story of all of these is where literally I got to know her over that week, and we got on really, really well. And literally, I don't know, I'd given her a lift, or I'd back to Joe's house, and I'm sitting in the car with her, and there is definitely a moment, I may be deluded, definitely a moment where could have been a kiss, right? And there's the opportunity there, but I'm so half soaked at that age, and literally I haven't got a clue. But I detected there was this opportunity, but I'm scared because I'm just like very naive and at that time with regards to that. So I'm extolling the virtues. Now you've got to think about this. So Austria, right? The one thing that's synonymous with all British people and Austria is, of course, the Sound of Music. Sound of Music, very famous musical to all of us Brits in America, the rest of the world. However, in Austria, they never see it. They don't really know about it. Certainly back then, they didn't know about it. And the reason being is because it's all about the annexation of Austria by the Germans. So it's a very sensitive subject, right? Even though there's this very kind of lovely music all around it, the seriousness of that, and they didn't show it on Austrian telly because of that. So I'm trying to extol the virtues of how great the Sound of Music is. And, to be honest, I don't think she was very interested. And so I'm desperately trying to, like a salesman for the Sound of Music. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. I'm playing this music on her. She just wants a kiss, I'm sure. And I completely misjudged the whole situation. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to now play the Sound of Music medley, right, for all of us, just to take me back and take you guys back to when you may have heard of it. And it's just a great musical generally, right? And see if I can relive that moment in the car and try and changed the scenario, the end scenario in my own head at least. So this is the Sound of Music medley.